Here, let's talk about the games happened on 23rd Sunday. We have 8 games, 7 games. The first game this is a good one. Portland beat the Lakers by 2. Lillard had 41 points, but if you guys haven't seen it, go to Russell Westbrook's shot with 30 seconds left in the game while Lakers up by 1 with 18 seconds left in the shot clock. The defense did not care. The defense wanted him to shoot that shot, and he did. He missed. Lillard came back, make a 3. And pretty rough for Russell Westbrook. We get to him Blazers. Josh Hart is a must roster. Minutes is super high for him, 36 minutes, 16 rebounds. My God, Nurkic got 13 rebounds as well. Really good stuff from him. Jeremy Grant not so much, but the minutes is there, so we gotta keep him. Yusuf Nurkic, the first game he kind of sucked a little bit. This game, he played all right. 1 block, 13 rebounds, I would take it. And Anfernee Simons, struggling a little bit, 5 for 17. The minutes is so high, he's going to be fine. Let's just hold out and see what happens. Although you could try to sell him because he's going to have one of those games. He's inconsistent. So he's going to have games where he pops off 30 points, right? And who knows how many games Damian Lillard is going to miss this year. Damian Lillard, great, 41 points, 2 assists, a block. This is just old Damian Lillard, really. It's like Harden last year. Looked really good. And Justin Winslow had 25 minutes, had 2 steals and a block. If Jeremy Grant or Josh Hart going to be out for a couple games, we can stream him. But otherwise, I don't really trust him to give us consistent stuff, given the minutes is somewhat low. And the Lakers, Russell Westbrook, 4 for 15. If you drafted this guy, you know what you're getting yourself into. In category leagues, like you pounding efficiencies. So, even he's not really doing anything at the moment, to be honest. And minutes is getting lower and lower, 27 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I feel like Russell Westbrook might be droppable at some point this season, but maybe not yet. He's still getting 7 minutes now. Patrick Beverley, we gotta have this guy. He's been playing super well. Same thing with Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Both these guys are playing surprisingly well. Patrick Beverley has been a good fantasy player over the years, given the minutes. But Lonnie Walker has been a surprise. So I don't mind just if you have him already, just ride with him or stream him. If you can try to do a 2-for-1, try to sell high, I would try to do that. Otherwise, just hold, see what happens. Maybe he could perform. Maybe he could get consistent 30 minutes and put up numbers that he's been putting up the first week. LeBron, AD, no worries. Both guys play great. And for both of them, it's about health. And if Lakers continue to lose, if they're out of the playoffs, then those guys going to be, who knows, they might just be shut down for the season. Which I really find it hard to believe that Lakers really going to be out of the 10th seed. But they're 0-3 right now, so... They did play some tough teams. The second game, the Charlotte Hornets beat the Atlanta Hawks 126-109. Gordon Hayward played okay. PJ Washington was in some foul trouble, so only 12 points. Gordon Hayward, he played pretty well first week, but remember, LaMelo Ball is out. So I would look to try to sell high on all these guys. Mason Plumlee, sure. Also try to sell high on this guy. Do a 2-for-1, see if you can get anything back. This is his ceiling, right? Playing 27 minutes a night, 27 to 30 minutes a night, grab 8 rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. So I would look to try to sell him, especially to a team that's pounding free throws and threes and points. Now this guy is perfect. It will be perfect on that guy's team. Do a 2-for-1, see if you can get anything back. Cal Oubre Jr., 24 points, 10 rebounds. Yeah, sure, continue to stream him and try to do a 2-for-1. Dennis Smith Jr. here. I think he's a must roster without. Well, we don't know when Terry Rozier is going to be back. But as long as Terry Rozier is out, Dennis Smith Jr., we got to have this guy. 3 steals and a block, 6 assists, 18 points. Really good game here. He can put up numbers, given 30 minutes. And the rest of the guys, let's not worry about them too much. For the Atlanta Hawks, Okongwu and Clint Capela, yep. This game perfect. Splitting the minutes. 22 minutes, 23 and 23. Both guys, if Capela gets traded, Okongwu is a must-start. It could be a top 60 guy, 70 guy. Just with the amount of blocks and rebound he can get. Trae Young and Devontae Murray. Okay, Devontae only 5 assists this game. The first 2 games, his assist numbers are crazy. So let's see. I really just look at his assist numbers. I think everything else will probably be the same. Trae 28 and 9, but no defensive stats. That's the problem with Trae. 9 for 25 is kind of bad as well. But Trae is by far the number 1 option, so I don't think Devontae is really going to impact Trae anyway. It's really the other way around. Clint Capella, yeah, what are you going to do with him? Even in just 23 minutes, his rebound numbers is just too good. It's hard to drop him. Maybe he gets traded to a better situation, we'll see. John Collins, not the best game, and DeAndre Hunter, not exciting, not an exciting fantasy player. And the rest of the Hawks, no, not really. Really, the only non-starter we should keep an eye on is Okongwu. Everybody else is not that relevant at the moment. Let's go to the next game. This game, Washington Wizards lost to one Cleveland Cavaliers. They're doing okay without Darius Garland pretty much. This game went to overtime, and Kristaps Porzingis played 38 minutes. We're gonna get hurt again. We know he's gonna get hurt. So, but what are you gonna do? Do a 2-for-1 always. But if nobody buys that he's gonna be healthy, just keep it. He's a top 20 player whenever he plays. That has been the case over the years, every single year. Because the block numbers, they're just too good. Bradley Beal, 41 minutes. I think he took a hard fall toward the end. So let's see if he misses time. Otherwise, pretty good. But he really just doesn't take threes anymore. He took 1 3 attempts, 27 points, 2 steals is good, 5 assists. Yeah, if he can average 2 to 3 threes a game, then he can maybe be inside top 20. Otherwise, it's around 30 spot, to be honest. Monty Morris, yeah, not too exciting. 26 minutes. If there are better players out there, I would not hesitate to. He's only just a streamer for some assist. I feel like the better players out there right now on the waiver wire. Kyle Kuzma kind of cooled off, 11, but I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna have good usage and rebounds. This game, who took all the shots? Pretty well balanced, to be honest. And Danny Advia, wow, he had 4 personal fouls. I think he's still worth holding on to. Because of the foul trouble, Will Barton got a few extra minutes. I don't think Will Barton is going to get 35 minutes every night. And this game went to overtime. So, Danny Advia, I don't mind just have him and see what happens in the next few games. Let's say he's not in foul trouble. Is he going to get 30 minutes? If he does, then I'll be happy to keep him. Delon Wright actually can continue to get high minutes because Monty Morris is not getting 35 minutes tonight. So he could be a streamer for assists and steals. We know what this guy can do. And Daniel Gafford, we know what this guy can do as well. But with Kristaps Porzingis healthy, it's hard. 15 minutes, it's hard. But if the guy gets 20 to 25, we could definitely stream him for some defensive stats and rebounds. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Caris LeVert continues to be just bad. 4 for 14. And Darius Garland is not even in. And Donovan Mitchell took 29 shots. My God, Donovan Mitchell is a sell high. I think that once Darius Garland comes back, he's not. Maybe he'll have fewer points. For him, I think I take that back. It's mainly just the steal numbers. He might have two fewer points, which is not big of a deal, but the steal numbers is going to determine where his value is. But this is really, really good. If we can get a top 15 player back, I would do it. Donovan Mitchell right now is the 9th ranked player, so maybe 15th ranked player. Try to do that. Maybe 2-for-1 to get someone that's inside the top 10 that's struggling. Jarrett Allen, great. Did what he did. 14 rebounds and 2 blocks. Evan Mobley made his free throws. Last year, Mobley was struggling from the free throw until the end of the season. So this is good stuff. See if he can just be an 80% free throw shooter, that will help his value a lot. And the defensive stats are there. He can do everything. So good stuff from him. But it's a little bit concerning. It only took 7 shots. Donovan Mitchell just took every single shot. We'll be interested to see what happens to Darius Garland when they come back. How they distribute the shot selection. All right, let's go to the next game. The Utah Jazz beat the New Orleans Pelicans 122. Is this game go to overtime too? Yeah. And the Jazz are undefeated some way somehow. They traded away Mitchell and Gobert. They undefeated. Behind this man, Lauri Markkanen, he's gonna be a beast. If you're gonna sell high on this guy, do a top 20 player. Otherwise, I would just hope. He's so good, at least so far with what we've seen. 11 for 11 from the free throw line, 12 points, 2 assists and a block. We know he's gonna be good on this team, but we just didn't know he's gonna be this elite. Although I don't expect this to be the team's gonna start adjusting. So I feel like Lauri Markkanen is. What rank is he now? Lauri Markkanen. It's only he's a 7th ranked player. Obviously but he can be a top 25, top 30 player. So that'll be massive. Do a 2-for-1 to try to see if we can get a top 10 player when the hype is still there. Kelly Olynyk, a must-roster player, 20 points, 5 assists, and a steal. And try to sell high on this guy because he's a veteran, so we don't know where he's gonna go. But that's very far from where we are right now. But I don't know if it is part of the future. Jared Vanderbilt, same thing. But absolutely must-roster players right now. Same thing with Jordan Clarkson. They all getting 35 plus minutes and putting up some great numbers, and they seem to be winning, which is also good for these guys. They may not blow it up, just let them play till the end of the season. So all these guys, let's roster them. Mike Conley, let's try to trade him if he does have a good game, And surprisingly, Colin Sexton just not getting minutes, so let's just drop him. And Kessler, this is the rookie, yeah. Feel like at some point he's gonna get more minutes than Vanderbilt. Not there yet, so keep an eye on him. Him getting 30 minutes could make him a must roster in category leagues. Malik Beasley, the minutes is not there, so let's get him. Let's just drop him. We could stream him for threes. That's really it. And for the Pelicans, they lost by 1 point, and Brandon Ingram left the game 10 minutes in. Not really sure what's going on with him. Hopefully it's not anything serious. And Zion Williamson, 25 points. Sure, he made his free throws, a steal and 2 blocks. So far, so good. Can he stay healthy? We can only see. Valanciunas had a bad game, 2 for 11. Yeah, he had 30 points last game. I don't expect him to be honest, with Zion Williamson around, to be like where he was last year. So try to sell high on him. But after this game, it will be tough. And Herbert Jones, where are the steal numbers? 3 for 9. Yeah, 6 personal fouls. His ADP, like I saw in ESPN rankings, he was getting drafted in the top 60 and 70s, which is pretty crazy. Maybe he could get there, but rest of the season, it's about the defensive stats. He's still getting the minutes, so do not drop him. But so far, the defensive stats are not there, mainly because the steal numbers are kind of low. But maybe he will bounce back, get you a 5 steals game soon. It's coming, but we got to be patient. CJ, sure, play well. 28-12. CJ, if he plays well, try to sell high on him. And Trey Murphy came in and played 40 minutes. I don't think it's going to happen every single game, so we could just leave him on the waiver wire. Let's go to the next game. The Timberwolves are winning, but it was versus OKC without Shea. Cat. Oh, man, Cat. I do worry about his numbers. Just the 8 rebounds. Rudy Gobert only played 24 minutes too. And he grabbed 15 rebounds. Anthony Edwards added 11. So is Cat going to average 9 rebounds, or is it going to be more like 8 rebounds? So far, he's 130. He's obviously a massive battle, but he's only averaging 7.3 rebounds, shooting 36%. So he has to adjust. Yeah, maybe on the offensive end with him and both Rudy, the spacing is a little bit suspect, and on the perimeter he's struggling a little bit. I think he's gonna. He's really good, so you should give him a few minutes, a few games. Throw him like Lauri Markkanen at him. I think he's still gonna be better than Lauri Markkanen, yeah. But is he gonna be a top 15 player? I'm not. At this point, I'm not so sure. I know it's only been a week because the rebounds is really a big issue, and the blocks, right? That's a lot of his value. And he cannot figure out offensively what he should be doing. Because also Anthony Edwards is coming up as well. So a lot of factors going against Cat this season. So we'll see. But I still think if you want to take some risk, buy low on him. Throw him a top 30 player, a 2 top 50 player. If the owner buys, sure. If the owner doesn't, then just let it be because he may get back to top 15. He may not. Who knows? But right now, all the factors seem to are going against him. Rudy Gobert just does what he does. Only 24 minutes for whatever reason, but 15 rebounds and a block, sure, and 15 points. Anthony Edwards, massive game, 30 points, 3 threes, 11 rebounds. Yeah, is the best player. So they're gonna put all the focus on him. Jaden McDaniels, another crazy game, 4 steals and a block. Try to sell high on this guy. The first week has been crazy, bringing the defensive stats, but I don't think the steals are consistent. Sure, he can get blocks, but everything else is not really there, to be honest. So try to sell high, but if he struggles, don't drop him. Because he's gonna get consistent minutes, get you defensive stats. D'Lo, a rough game, and I don't really have high hopes on D'Lo on this team. He's like the third option on this team, and don't think he's gonna go places this year. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, Lu Dort came back, had 20 points, minus 29. Sure, if you want point threes, you can stream this guy. Kendrick Williams, no, not really. Jermaine Robinson Earl had an okay game, and Pokusevski was just out, right? And Darius Bazley played 4 minutes. Did he get hurt or something? But all those OKC big men, I don't think you can really trust them. They're not reliable. They're not good. And Trey Mann, every time Shea is out, you can't stream this guy. Oh my God! And Josh Giddey got hurt again. Well, got hurt as well. Shea was hurt. Now Josh Giddey, we're 3 games in, so be ready. And we know Oklahoma City Thunder, they're gonna be real careful with all their star players. Doesn't matter if you're 21 or you're 25. They're gonna take their time. So that's the part that could be really frustrating for if you got Shea or if you got Josh Giddey. So let's see how long he's gonna be out. Aaron Wiggins had 25. Yeah, but Trey Mann, he's worth a stream. Let's go to the next game. The Sacramento Kings lost to the Warriors 125-130. Warriors scored 89 points in the first half. I don't know how they did it, but somehow Sacramento Kings scored 100. They made a comeback as well. Sabonis 22 minutes. Why he only played 22 minutes? 19 and 14, that's fine. And Rashawn Holmes, my God, 16 points. This man used to be a beast in fantasy. If Sabonis is hurt, we definitely got to think about streaming Rashawn Holmes for some efficiency. A beast. His field goal is so good. Harrison Barnes, yeah, there's no point holding on to him. I don't know what they're doing with their rotation, right? This guy, KZ, played 3 minutes. Maybe he got hurt, I don't know. But Harrison Barnes, if he's not going to get consistent 35 minutes, he's not going to produce, so let's drop him. Kevin Huerter had a rough game. We still want to hold on to him. He's part of the... They traded him. They traded for him, so he's been getting 30-plus minutes, sure. And De'Aaron Fox, good game, 26-10. The worry is, with this Kings team, if they're out of the playoffs, what are they going to do with their young stars? If they get hurt, what are they going to do? That's a concern. And Keegan Murray played 38 minutes. Good stuff. I would look to... if he's out down the waiver wire, I don't mind picking him up. He played 38 minutes. He's not going to play 38 minutes every single day, every single night. And he may be not that good, but he does have the upside. Young players toward the end of the season, maybe, they're just going to give him all the minutes and all the usage. Malik Monk, interestingly, played 20 minutes. He played all right, but yeah, not really fantasy relevant, I don't think. And Terrence Davis, another guy, if he gets 30 minutes, he's a must roster. But, he just stayed on the Kings. For the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins, out of everybody, he's the guy that I'm least concerned about on the Warriors with his minutes. Good game, 24 points. His free throws suspect. But on the Warriors, look at the defensive stat. 3 steals and 2 blocks, really good. Even though they played the Kings. Draymond Green is so up and down and only played 28 minutes. Yeah, that's a concern with him. But if you're pounding points and threes, if you draft Draymond, you should probably think about pounding points and threes, honestly. And but if you're pounding those two, I don't think you can be too mad, even though the 4 rebound force. He's not the 2016 Draymond. We're going to average 8-9 assists, 8-9 rebounds. That's not him. Realistically, 5-6 assists, maybe 7-8 rebounds. Kevon Looney played 24 minutes. Yeah, the Warriors got too many guys. Klay Thompson, you see he playing 27 minutes. Nice, but can you trust him? He was getting drafted too high. Now that we're looking at it, and I don't think, given his injury history, Steve Kerr is not going to give him 35 minutes as the season goes on. They're going to save him for the playoffs. Jordan Poole played 27 minutes, although he played really well. But again, the minutes. 24 points is really good, 3 threes. But it's just the minutes is a concern. So I would also try to sell Jordan Poole while the season is early. Some people might believe in him. Steph Curry does Steph Curry things, 7 threes, 33 points. And so far, the minutes has been okay. So he's the third ranked player. Good stuff, yeah. And the rest of the guys, Dante DiMartino just played 10 minutes. James Wiseman played 20, and all these guys, all the bench guys, they're not much rosters, you know. So if you got them, I would just move on from them. I would move on. The Warriors, they got too many guys. Let's talk about the last game of the night. The Phoenix Suns beat the Clippers 112-95. That's a good win for the Suns, right? They had a tough loss the other day, but they did beat the Mavericks first game of the year, right? Mikal Bridges, the minutes are so high, but no steals, a block. Okay. Cameron Johnson, again, just 22 minutes. Still gonna hold on to him if I have him, because he had another 4 personal fouls. But Damian Lee only played 12 minutes, so that, I guess that could be encouraging. And Torrey Craig somehow played 25. So I'm not sure Cameron Johnson gonna get consistent 30 minutes. Maybe he would if he wasn't in foul trouble. So let's see next game. If next game he plays only just 22 minutes with 2 fouls, then we can think about maybe moving on from him. DeAndre Ayton, 28 minutes, mediocre game. And Devin Booker, sure, great. And, Chris Paul just does what he does. 8 rebounds, 11 assists, and still a block. He's not going to give you points, but if you're pounding points, he's so perfect. He's just perfect on your team. Cameron Payne came in, but all the bench guys, they're not really fantasy relevant. And let's talk about the Clippers. Yeah, what are you going to do with Kawhi Leonard? He played just 20 minutes. When is he going to start playing 30 minutes? And we know he's going to miss all the back-to-backs. So, okay, maybe not all. Who knows what's going to happen. But we know he's going to miss a lot of games. So really, where is Kawhi Leonard sitting this year in terms of ranking? It sucks, but what are you going to do? You can't drop it. 21 minutes, 11 points, 2 steals. That's it. They cannot drop him. Maybe you can sell him, or you can, if you feel adventurous, you can maybe buy low. But yeah, not looking good. Yeah. Well, if you're a league, if you're in category league and your league's got a lot of acquisitions every week, you could trade for Kawhi and just have him in and out of your lineup, and you pick up players if he does end up sitting out. So that could be a strategy. If you got 7 waiver wire picks of the week, why not try to buy Kawhi, because the guy might be a little bit frustrated, because the low minutes. Paul George did not have the best game, 2 steals, 16 points. Marcus Smart, the senior, popped off, but he's not going to do this every game, and his minutes is not consistent. Same thing like the Warriors. The Clippers, they got so many guys that are capable. John Wall, Reggie Jackson, they're not must. John Wall is not a must roster. We can't stop it with that. John Wall is not a must roster. Him and Reggie Jackson are going to share minutes till the end of the season. So, and even when he played 30 minutes, how good is he really? Zubac, after the first game, if you didn't sell high on him, I think he's probably just going to go back to his old Zubac. Just 20 minutes. Although this was a blowout, yeah. Norman Powell didn't play so well, but if you want to hold on to him, I can't be too mad. I think he could get getting 30 minutes a night because they do like him. But who knows? I mean, Clippers team got so many good players. Fantasy value on this team is hard other than Kawhi and Paul George. Who is really getting the bulk of the minutes, right? Because they play Luke Kennard too. You got to get Terrence Mann. Like, they are capable NBA. How many guys they get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got 11 guys that could realistically just give everybody at least 20 minutes. So that's hard. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.